All right, YouTube, Piggy's Way here. We have in front of us an MS 250 steel chainsaw. Been having a lot of issues with the car. When I got it from my father, it was having issues. We had it fixed, and now it's having issues again. So now we're just gonna, I've been looking around, found this little eBay carburetor. Had a lot of good reviews. I think it was $15, $16, something like that. So we're gonna just put that on there and see how it does, and we're gonna go from there. All right, disclaimer, I am not a professional. This is my first time really dealing with this saw. When we had it serviced last time, I watched a guy when he took the carb off and cleaned it. And I watched a few YouTube videos of so I feel like I can replace the carb on this. So we're gonna see. So we're taking this back cover off here. Pop our little air filter off. Once you get that up out of the way, you need to take these two little bolts right here loose, and your fuel line is right here. If you guys can see it right there, see me wiggling, it's connected on this side of the carb. Also, your throttle linkage right here. So once I get this loose, I'll go ahead and pop that out. So it just kind of, you can see it right there, it just kind of pops up and out. I'm gonna go ahead and get these two screws loose first. All right, this little bolt here, both of these bolts are 5/16. First one's out. Second one's out. Put them to the side. Go ahead and pull this little up. And now we are sitting here looking at the carb. So first thing we're going to do is see what else is hooked up. Hopefully my head's not in the way. So our carb is, go ahead and pop this throttle cable loose. Loose. Go ahead and pull our gas line here. Be careful, watch out for that little choke lever. Ooh, got a little gas in it. All right, we got that out the way. Everything else should come right out. There we go. Get that out. All right, so I have my carburetor off. It sits this way. So I'm gonna just sit that to the side so I know exactly how it goes back on. I'm gonna go ahead and unbox this one. We'll do a comparison here in a second. Here's the aftermarket carburetor. Comes with a spark plug. The little, whatever this, I don't even think this works with this application. So here's a fuel line. We'll see if we need to put that in here in a second. And fuel filter, set that to the side. Here is the new breather or air filter housing, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, here's some other parts. I don't know what all this goes for, so we'll see here in a second. All right, so right off the bat, I do notice that, and I knew this when I bought it, that these high and low screws are different. You guys can see that right in the picture. Everything else seems to line up pretty evenly. Let's see. So yeah, everything else looks pretty good. Of course, that's a steel. This is not. So we're gonna throw it on there. The main problem was this thing had a heck of a time cranking. I mean, I would literally have to pour gas down through the carb to get it to crank, and then it bogs every time, just bog. So, you know, at this point, I'm just kind of tired of that. So I decided to just try this cheap carburetor. If anything goes wrong, I only have like under $20 or 20 bucks invested in it. So it is what it is. All right, let's go back on with the carb. Let's go ahead and hook this throttle cable up. Set that to the side. Slid back up in there pretty easy. Put this device back on first. Get that all tucked away. Hopefully you guys still can see this. I'm probably got my head all in. Let me slide this back. I know it's not the best angle. Get this throttle hook back up. All right, real quick, guys. What I found out is, I mean, I probably don't have anything to do with it running, but cranking, yes. This carburetor that I just took off, I went back and watched the footage that I just recorded. It did not have a choke link. So the whole time I've been choking this thing, there's been no choke. The linkage is gone. So I just went on eBay really quick and threw it in the shopping cart. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this job up and probably put it off until we get that linkage in. Or maybe I might just go ahead and try to crank it since it's a warm day. Just go ahead and try to crank it, see how it'll run without the choke. But that is what I just found out. So I'll get back with you in a second. All right, I'm back. I just put the new little breather box. There's nothing wrong with this one. It's just oily, and I think this new filter doesn't fit it very well. So I just went ahead and put the new one on. But it was interesting to find out that the whole time I have been dealing with this chainsaw, and it does not have a, I don't know if you guys can see, it does not have the choke link here. So that's probably part of the reason it's been so hard to crank. So I'm gonna probably have to keep this off and manually choke it to start it. And then once I get it running, I'm gonna go ahead and order that piece. Like I said, I already been on eBay and threw it in the shopping cart. It's like $5 for a little piece of metal. I'm thinking about making one, but I'll just go ahead and order it. yeah, so once I get these screws back on, I'm gonna put some fuel in it, try to go ahead and crank it, show you guys how it runs. If it runs, we'll see. So you guys stick with me. And we'll get these bolts back on. But overall, it's a very easy fix. It's pretty straightforward. I had to look at how to put that little throttle cable back on real quick and make sure I was putting it back on right. It's a little tricky to get that bolt up under the back side of the carb. But other than that, it's a very easy job. I definitely wouldn't be afraid to do this one again. Actually found something out that the guy that was supposed to be the mechanic, he didn't even find out. So, you know, I would have thought he would have noticed that, but I just figured it out myself. So try to evenly tighten these down so we don't break anything. All right, that is pretty much it. Just throwing the filter back on. Like I said, I'm gonna have to manually choke this thing until that piece comes in. So I'm gonna probably have to, might get me like a paper clip or something and just bend it. We'll see. We'll see what I can do. I'll get back with you guys in a second. All right, guys, I'm back. I just made a temporary choke lever because, as you guys, let me see, I'm kind of holding the phone now, so it's a little shaky. Get it to focus in. I have my little cute pink paper clip that I use. See, use a pink paper clip, and I looked at a picture of what it's supposed to look like and made it. So let's see if it functions. Stand up here. Choke is off. It is in the, you see, now choke is off. The butterfly is open. That's full choke. You see the butterfly is completely closed. That's half choke. Let's choke off. Well, that's the, run position right there. So it might not be 100% accurate, but it's definitely gonna give me a choke. And that's what I've been missing. So now that we have a new carburetor, handyman choke lever, let's put some gas in and see if it runs. It fits a lot tighter, so I guess that's a good thing. We'll find out here soon. Let me get a little funnel. Go ahead and put a little gas in it. Hopefully don't waste too much. This stuff is expensive.